I know it's spooky scary, which I like. But apart from... I know that the one on the Xbox 360 had apparently amazing fire physics. But apart from that, on old school. But apart from that, I've got no fucking idea. I know this one stars Jodie Comer, who I didn't know about until Free Guy, the Ryan Reynolds movie about NPCs, which did the concept fairly well. All hail the Hypnotoad. Fun fact, that sound effect is called Angry Machine. Oh my god. But yeah, I didn't know about Jodie Comer until then. I'd never seen Killing Eve, and now I think I'd die for it. So we're somewhere in the bayou. Somewhere in Louisiana, probably. Oh my god, that's just the same shot from the start of Resident Evil 7.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's a dick. There she
He's
is.
possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him. Watching him at all times.
That's normal. That happens to all men over a certain age.
What do you make?
I started seeing him.
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
It doesn't look bad.
No,
It actually looks really good.
Deteriorating
I
melancholy.
want it to look a little worse. I want it to be a
Practically
B
every
game.
member of the Harwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
There's a lot of there's too many AAA titles at the moment, and
But
it's
Jeremy
like
didn't kill
with what
himself.
Hidetaki
Is that
Miyazaki
why is that your setup?
just said about
Despite
Elden Ring being
convinced
the
that he is truly
furthest they
possessed,
can
he decided
push
to put his last
from
chips
Soft at the
on
moment. Now they
Dr.
want to do
Gray and
smaller
his
titles,
psychoanalysis,
more specific
figuring he might
titles
stumble upon
based
some
around like
cure.
a single mechanic or a single idea. There needs to be B games again, not
You
indie
mentioned
titles.
the letter.
B games.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
What? Could it be real?
Was that
Or
a
is it
bad
all
line
just in
read?
his head?
Now they are all
It's a story
also
he
out to
tells
get him,
himself, Mr. Carnby.
or is she just
And
being
even
very
to avoid
formal?
the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there
Can I
is
just
no
fucking
one out
say
to
as
get
well, by the
Jeremy
way?
Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
The way David Harbour's character is
Yeah.
dressed is perfect. That's how men should dress. All men, at all times. Apart from me, who gets to wear a t-shirt because they're comfy.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want
A,
to make sure he's all right.
a thin tie
And
that's
what's
clearly
my
just
part
been
in this?
put over the neck
Couldn't
and
get a
done
cab?
up, like pulled tight, but
I
hasn't
just
actually been undone the night
Wouldn't feel
before.
safe going alone.
Wrinkly as fuck shirts, like Dr. House in the TV show House.
Did you bring a gun?
Yeah.
You can
think it'll
fit-
actually come to that.
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find
The
Jeremy?
TV show is House MD.
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
It's called Doctor. It's called The Adventures of Doctor House MD. That's right. Oh. Ooh, screen tearing. Not sure about that. Let's go with Dave. Edward Carnby. He was the protagonist of the original game, I believe. Who texts Chris?
Hello? Hello?
Did a cat just walk over
Bam.
your
It
keyboard
can't
roll?
be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
What? So I don't know what I'm expecting from this. I know it's survival horror. I know it's psychological. I think that's what Alone in the Dark was known for. Chapter 1. No, chapter title? No chapter title like in Dead Space, where you can take the first letter and it all spells out a secret about the game? Here we go. Objectives, look for a way inside the house. Got me gun. Got my booze. So I think we're set for everything. Oh, I thought something had failed to load in. It was just fucking hanging. Okay. Where's my run? Kinda a run. More of a light jog, if we're honest.
Now what do we got here?
How's the sound? It seems low to me, but I've actually... Oh, it's a clue. Kitchen garden key. Ah. No way to rotate it. Even... I believe it was Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation allowed you to rotate items. Right, where's me... Did my hat just flicker? No. Gimme stuff to see. There's a crouch to be stealthy. Alright. I'm not expecting it to be particularly action heavy. Shooting, obviously. Or maybe I'm talking shite, I don't know. But I don't think there's going to be kicks and roundhouses. I like that games are getting back at... I don't know how... So pocket typed. Alright, all good. I thought it was a secret message. There were some eyes in there. Sound seems fine, fantastic. Thank you. Ooh. Beautiful. You can see that screen tearing proper, can't you? Never mind. It's running well.
I'm not getting in there.
I'm not dropping any frames, so I'm happy with that. There's a... not a glitch. There's a thing going on in the Elden Ring community at the moment. I think it was noticed when the game came out, where as you walk away from a statue, its face appears to turn and look at you. But in reality, what it's doing is it's actually just a lower res version of the texture, which is being loaded in as like a LOD. Ooh, what are you? That's a good root system. Which is making it appear as though the head is turning, which is very fucking cool. Hello? Straight in. Fucking brilliant. I was afraid that I would have to spend a long time. New Twitch app is so shy. Yeah. I've not heard a... Wow!
Big tree defense unexpected.
I've not heard a single person who prefers the new Twitch app. Even a little bit. Not a single good thing has been said about it. I was on
What?
Sam's stream the other day. Let me see if this works. She's not in chat, but this should still work. Yep. I was in Sam's stream and they were talking about that there. It makes discovery so much more difficult, and it makes Housekeeper's Key fucking sick. Why was that? Buy these sticks. It makes it so much harder to actually find the people you want to watch, even if they're live. Housekeeper's Key. There we fucking go. I wonder what the difference is between the characters. Welcome to Deserto. So far, I'm liking this. What it's actually reminding me of is the fact that I've basically never finished a game on stream.
Don't mind if I do.
Yes, it is booze. Fucking come on. I'm worried about the amount of booze I'm drinking, but the I was watching Mars Express last night and then this morning finished it. Sci-fi show. Really good. Family
Every
Bible
day
Clue.
your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers.
I
about
read in the
people's suffering.
papers.
Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a
Oh,
drop
oh, oh.
of water.
I see the word voodoo.
I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth, or if you had turned your back.
She's going to say
against
gree
us.
gree.
I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you
She
find
says the Christian
disagreeable.
God. Oh, I can just stop it. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think. But the other way around. That the spirits of a faith are just aspects of you, our heavenly Father. Rah, 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 rah. Receipt, sacred sand, devil shoestrings, and black cat oil. A goat without horns. It's not necessarily easing us in, really, is it? It's straight into some voodoo shit has gone down. Yes. I don't know as much about voodoo as I would like. Either the sort of like either the religion itself or like the Hollywood version of it. It's just sort of always been. Hey, that's how do I crouch? It's always just been used as shorthand for like evil or mostly resurrections and zombie stuff, right? And I'm never quite sure what the actual. Oh fuck yes, booze. What the actual religion is. Is it a sort of, you know, pagan, we're close to the spirits of the earth type thing, or what's up? Come on in, Miss Caldwell. No booze, I'm afraid. No booze, no booze. Pig's hanging up, as you do. But I was watching Mars Express, right? Rat poison. How the fuck is that pronounced? Open it. Forbidden knowledge. Interesting. What the fuck is this? Investigation. Yeah. Abercrombie. New Orleans. Alright, yeah. Let Emily Hartwood inside. Sure.
What was that?
Oh, fuck. The carry. Oh. Interesting, alright. That's actually a really nice. I like that they've let me know that right at the start of the game. Oh, it was the fucking. So very like Resident Evil 7 in a lot of ways, in that we're here in a filthy environment. In the bayou. People have clearly been here relatively recently, and some shit's going down. Pistol belay. That presumably is my health. I'm liking this. It feels like a distillation of the Crescent City. Is that what they call New Orleans? Feels like a distillation of. Get the fuck off the screen. So much that's been good about survival horror over the past couple of years. And it has really had a resurgence. Like, ever since Resident Evil 2. Yeah, ever since the Resident Evil 2 remake. We've had, what, the Dead Space remake, which was class. And I mourn the lack of a Dead Space 2 remake every day. Although the original holds up, because it's fucking brilliant. Sabotage!
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
Who the fuck are you, Mr. Waits? And is this the decorative plate, presumably? Oh, shite. That's a sliding...
That doesn't look safe.
That's a sliding tile puzzle? As in, my worst fucking nightmare. Right.
There's something missing.
Can't get past the steam. Very classic survival horror puzzle. Right, upstairs, I guess. Still no drop frames. Though, I wonder if this will cause some... Nope. What was that symbol there? Gate or something. So, I don't know how typical... Oh my god, this is beautiful. God, my girlfriend would fucking kill for a bath like that. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Mirrors don't tend to work like that. Mirrors don't often reflect what is facing away from them. It just adds to the charm. Okay, now the fact they're giving me so many fucking bullets does make me think perhaps this is a little bit more action-y than I was led to believe. Miss... fucking hell. Lots to be getting on with. Lottie's diary.
Sunday, June 22nd.
I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared he will do something irreversible. That's a hard word to say. Cassandra's upset I didn't even give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. Gimmicky keys by now. So, the in-universe reason for the puzzle is just that the company fucking loves its gimmick. Inside the grand parlor. Alright. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said, like there's blots and streaks of fetid rot. We're talking to him. Fucking brilliant. I read a really good book by, I want to say, T.J. Kingfisher. That was a retelling of the fall of the House of Usher. It was called What Moves the Dead. And there was a lot of rot in that. It's obviously like a pretty perennial... Sick. Oh my god. Alright. We're in Luigi's Mansion. Rot is obviously a pretty perennial motif in horror. It's decay. It's associated with death. But this did it in a really, really cool way. Piazza key.
Hey.
Alright. How do I open the map? There we go. That's the grand parlor. What's the fuck? Okay. That's the front door. I'm in the orderly, so through the library. Ah, there's the conservatory, which I've been to, I think. Let's just press on, eh? Let's just press on. Good. The library.
I need the key.
I need the key. I can believe that. You don't need keys. Particularly not back in this day and age. You just need your shoulder and a decent run up. Ah, okay. So this is where I came in, right? Overlooking this area. Did they just get David Harbour to record the one grunt noise?
I need the key.
It's all adding to the charm of it. I know this got mostly positive reviews. but I'm enjoying it. Miss Emily. Reception. Thank you very much, Loskite. Oh, you've been timed out for 1 second for foul language. Now, that shouldn't have happened. That's on me. Sorry. I think I've got my auto mod set too high. Although it depends what the language was, you know? Lost children. Fucked. But anyway, thank you so much for the follow.
He asked no pickles.
That was a ridiculous sequence of events, and I'm very sorry about that. But thank you very much for the follow. That is fantastic. Really appreciate it. The Picayune
The
Post.
Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect
Wait.
American labor. Following the collapse
This
of
is the radio
Wall Street
voice. This
stock
isn't-
market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly.
This isn't like
Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt.
the voice of the
and
reporter,
left a large
presumably.
part of the American
Oh,
workforce
hang on. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. That might be true, you know. It was in the Eve of St. John the 23rd. I assume that's where we are, or when we are. The first snake worshippers brought us slaves from West Africa. Marie Laveau, she's a real person, I know that. Rumours regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. It's an old plantation building in the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. L. Morley Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Deserto, treatment does not come for free. That's like the Priory drying out house down in Barnes, where a ton of celebrities get checked in for like rehab. My mate used to live nearby and would like see quite a few of them. This is a cool fucking... See, I swear all the time, that should not have timed you out. Hello? I need the key. Key required. I would have maybe recorded one alternative line for that. You can't tell me that this isn't integral to a puzzle later. You see a grandfather clock in a survival horror game. Guaranteed that that is going to be a solution to a puzzle later. Alright, calm down, fan. So, I have... Because I'm going upstairs. Oh. Anything in there? No. So this is a convalescent home. Or really, the implication seems to be that it was... knowing the genre, where people would send their mad relatives. Oh,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that heartwood glue, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood.
My first
I
thought
just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
is that
Well,
literally everybody here,
it's
apart from David
unavailable
Harbour, is a
right now.
ghost.
You will have to
I'm
come
pretty sure
back
that can't be
another
true, but
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Thought I know you from somewhere.
Who's your man again, Miss Hotwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you, get back to your rooms. McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
This was
We're
the
not here to cause
this was
any
the era
trouble.
where
Just let us see the old man. Satisfy the
a
curiosity
certain
of my
class of
client
people
here.
would wear
And we'll be
velvet
off.
Jeremy has gone
at
missing.
every
There's
possible
no need to
opportunity.
worry, but it might
They're
be
lying
some
on a
time
shalong
before he turns
in their
up.
room. They're doing
The
that
whole
kind of
staff
that.
is looking for
They,
you.
my goodness, they got the vapors.
He ran off?
They're still wearing velvet.
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you?
Oh,
It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
he's
Don't worry, we'll be
a bit of a loose cannon. I like
In
this
the
guy.
corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
There is no way Dr. Gray isn't doing incredibly unethical experiments with, I'm going to say opium. Opium and some hallucinogenics and laudanum.
Right. Here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can
I
pick up any
always
clues.
wanted to try laudanum. And thank fuck I never have, because I have a bit of a, well, I have an addictive personality. I think it's never been like diagnosed or anything. Compulsive. And if I get bored, I will turn to booze or like Class C's maybe. If in the past we've gone past the point where police can get me for that. It was all so far in the past. Statute of limitations is up. But like, so laudanum, a tincture of okay, now the mirror's doing something. I'm so glad that laudanum, a tincture of opiates and booze, has not been made available to me. Crow, welcome in. It has been a fucking long time. Thank you so much. How are you doing? But unfortunately, it is not 7 a.m. It is, in fact, 10 past 12 in the p.m.
Every night the dark man stands opaque.
Crow,
on the
you have
threshold
a
of my
good
room.
kip,
Count
and we
the
will talk
days
soon.
Until my spirit spills
Yeah, you too.
out of my tired shape. Only his pallid
Oh, hang on.
mask.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room. Threshold is such a Lovecraft word. There's like the whisperer in the darkness on the threshold. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Time itself is broken. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face hold my niece quite the same way? I need a, what I need is a big hat to be going, fanning myself with. Well, oh, it's too hot today. I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburned comfort of Tarawea. Tarawea? Why does he do America better than me? This is the only American I can do, and it's terrible. And that's because me and my mates, for the longest time, I can't even remember why it got started, would always go, I feel like the belle of the ball. Oh, I feel like I'm being escorted to the debutante ball. I don't know why. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Signore Perosi back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him. See a crow? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. That's very Lovecraft as well. That's straight out of the, what was it? Pickford's Model? Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledge. I love Southern Gothic, by the way. Very dry. Fuck. Straight into a tile puzzle. Oh, back in one sec. That's the door.
He asked no pickles.
I need to turn that off. 1 second. There we go. Now it should only play when anybody says pickles. Slide and tile puzzle. Fuck.
I found a book full of peculiar notes. Have you heard of something called Tarawea?
No. What's that?
I might be reading too much into this, but I think it's the place he wants to go to.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a clue.
Well, let me decide what's a clue and not. As a detective. Sorry, I just ran up fucking 4 flights of stairs and I'm knackered. Painted tile. Nope. I saw that. What was that? Oh, there we go. Right. Oh. Oh, wait. This is 10 times easier than I thought it was going to be. Thank fuck for that. Yeah, I was saying, I fucking love Southern Gothic. The dryness of it.
You know anything about this?
The sort of like the heat, the connection to...
No, I don't.
Sort of like thematic connection to
Help me out
things
here.
long buried in deserts. That ought not to have been disturbed.
I would kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Are we just not going to talk about the skulls, the various skulls? I feel like a skull dominates a room. You see even like the skull of a rat or a pug dog in a room and you're like,
It's striking.
I can't concentrate on anything else, I'm so sorry. Looking good, my man. Oh.
All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray.
Wee little vision there, perhaps?
Come on, let's go.
Is that delirium
Yeah, I'm coming.
tremens, or is that actual supernatural shit? Come on, game.
Emily?
Why is it doing this through the cutscenes? Ah, Nightmare World.
What the hell is going on? Where am I?
You're back in New Orleans for a pertinent flashback that reveals more about your character. Investigate the corner store. Don't tell me what to do. Come on, game. Now I'm going to be interested to see if bullets. I'm going to be interested to see if bullets I use in these visions and items I pick up in them carry over to the regular world. Or, hang on a minute. Here's a proposition for you. What if these visions are in fact the real world, and it's this convalescent home which is fake, is the fantasy world? A little bit like Shutter Island or Second Sight. We worried about this at all, or right? Give me my stealth tutorial, please. Actually, no, I'll probably give me the shooting tutorial first, won't it? Oh Christ! If any game ever doesn't have reload on the X button or the square button if you're playing on PlayStation, get the fuck out. Absolutely get the fuck out. Actually, tell a lie. Gears of War had it on the trigger, didn't it? On the bumper. And that was really good. Right. So, those are plant-based, it seemed like. That seemed like an arbological type creature. If you'll pardon the French. Push.
I can't go that way.
Now, I know that's because I moved forward, but it really did seem like he was just letting me know that he can't stuff himself into the bin. I thought New Orleans was supposed to be a party town.
What the hell is going on?
The Daily Bulletin. Oh my god, I thought it was Wolverine claws. Items can be thrown at enemies or used to distract them. Tap. Oh, fuck off. Right. So you have to be physically next to it. Yeah, I know. But that's going to create noise. Actually, I wonder how much the light... Yes, booze! No, oh, it's full. I'm full of booze. Am I full of health? Johnny the Conqueror. No parking, US man. I like it as a sort of like... Oh, lunchtime. Thank you very much for watching, Rahul. I will see you soon. I wonder... What the fuck was I saying? Supplies, herbs, roots. Tring tring. Oh, what the fuck? I'm assuming that is gonna... What item? Oh, the brick? Hang on, if I hold this, I can walk with it. Oh, he fucking lobs that. Just doing some exterior collisions here, by the way. Just looking around for anything before I progress. Have I just come in a big circle, though? Yes? Yes? No? No. I like the New Orleans setting. Oh, fucking yes. Absolutely. Tell me more. The French Quarter scene before and was dark and sinister. Sinister. The only sign of life you could see from Jeremy's balcony was the light coming from a lone corner store.
I can't go that way.
Not with that attitude.
I need the key.
Alright, okay. But man gets so excited for weapons, no reflex here. Correct. It's something about a fire axe, and I know that's just a hatchet with a red hand, with a red blade on it, red head. But there's just something about a fire axe which I really appreciate. There's a real sense of safety from having a fire axe. Like me and my girlfriend live in.
Okay.
Oh Christ. Oh. You see? Bro, what have we learned? What we have learned... Oh, it's broken. Can I throw it? No. Oh, shite. Let me and my girlfriend live in this... on the top floor of a quite old 1930s block. And were there to be a fire on the stairs... we would... Ah, Christ! We would not be able to get out. Fuck off. He's fine, he's fine. The pipe, as ever, is the solution. You're... Well, why are you up so early? Is the question. I say so early, maybe that's just the time you get up. It's not the time I get up. Yes. Oh yeah, so if there's a fire on the stairs, we're dead. And so I'm advocating that we get a fire axe because there is a door out and up the stairs onto the roof, but it's always locked. Which I think must be illegal. You just woke up every fucking day, then you got to decide if you, yeah. Second sleep is always worth it. I loved that. I woke up at 5 this morning, and we've been sleeping, because it's light, and we've been sleeping with the blinds open because we get a nice breeze through. Go for second sleep.
Don't let them get inside, Compare. They're not the good kind.
I just love it when you wake up and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and you don't have to get up, you can just go back to sleep for a bit.
We both strangers in Germany.
It's everything you ever want.
Jeremy did this. How?
Packed with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
Sorry?
Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much you paying you?
Somebody's
$150.
Somebody's talking to me about a pact with a dark man. I'm not like, you're not going to wave that off.
You a thinking man, Compare.
When I have to be. I fucking knew he was going to say something like that.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess.
You know surprising things, Compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues
nice
to show
little
the way.
Thanks.
Ghouls and Goblins reference there, or what a helpful man. Oh, lizard skins. There are 3 keys on the chain. One that opens up to Miss Jackson's place in the French Quarter. Then there are 2 belonging to Deserto, one for the clerk's office and one for the library. I'm taking your bullets, my man. You won't need them. Where's he gone? This is a really well thought through environment. I really appreciate how this has been thought out. It's not just your shop, it's got the hanging foliage and herbs and stuff. It's got your religious iconography and what seems like a load of unique assets. Oh, there he is.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
It sort of begs the question, why?
Anything I can do for... Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Baptiste. Just tell my sister Lottie I'm alright if you see her.
Alright. Fair enough. What you got for me? A preserved reptile. Fucking brilliant. A goat without horns. So... I don't know that I have enough information yet to make much of a guess about what's actually going on beyond somebody's dicking around with voodoo. Jeremy's dicking around with voodoo. Is it... What the fuck are you? I kind of like that the gunplay is awkward in a weird way. That'll do it. Like, what am I even looking at? That's a brilliant design. Get fucked. Sort of like an amalgam of a goat and a man? A horse's head? What am I even looking at? A ton of bones. Oh, maggots? Gross. But that's a really nice design. It reminds me of when you first saw all the stuff in Dead Space for the first time and you're like, what am I even looking at? This makes no sense from a design perspective, and that's what I really liked about it. It wasn't just, you know, That was the problem with the Callisto Protocol. All the enemies were just dudes, just with like a bit of extra flesh on them. And unfortunately, the gameplay there sort of had to be that way, because you had to be able to read their movements, in theory, anyway. Ooh. A potluck, perhaps? Hello. I know that other guy's coming. Hey. Alright, headshots do not appear to do relatively more damage, which... concerning. But also, just take the pressure off a little bit. Bullets? Yes! That's where you'd keep them. Oh, hang on a minute. How sick am I? Not being able to see your health is irritating. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Yeah. Okay, that's annoying. Alright. Upstairs. They obviously want you to be weaving around the environment, trying to find those things, because you can't move very fast when you're actually holding one of these thrown items. Like, this is top speed, so... It does make the combat a little bit Benny Hill. Oh, what the fuck are you? Oh, Christ. That'll do it. Music yet to fade. Okay, that's great that there's just Molotovs knocking around. I guess it is a party town. Oh, Christ. No defensive, like... I'm stuck on a door. Come on, my man! Got something for you. That quick. It is really good that it auto-locks on. Come on now. Oh, cool. Damage over time. Love that. So we got plant monsters, we got weird amalgams of different kinds of flesh. Ooh. Juju. That's straight out of Lovecraft. 1,000 Young. I can't remember. Is it Shub Niggurath? The goat with 1,000 young? He was a racist, but he could come up with some fucked up names. Actually, he's a fascinating character like this.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if
This
she's
like
got any
fear
information
of
on Jeremy's talisman.
miscegenation and his own self-loathing created like a seriously in-depth and, you know, interwoven mythos. But it was all racism.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
So you can hate the man and hate what his work represents, but appreciate the depth that he... No, I don't even know. Seances are fascinating to me. From the sort of like the spiritualism movement of the 20s and 30s.
It's meant for the talisman.
Certainly seems to be. 8, 9. So...
I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Or I could just spin it. 5, 5, 5. Oh, hang on a minute. 2. Oh, it's a safe. Oh. Okay, yeah. It's just a... Oh, look at the smoke. That's really nice. Investigation. Jeremy's notes from the Bible, Lighty's diary, commonplace book. Yeah, there we go. Toggle pages. The old upstairs clock knew it with its.
How did you first come to
Oh, shut the fuck up. Obviously, there is something here. What am I missing? Keep an eye on those faces, right? So that's obviously Lottie. And that's the housekeeper. What the fuck is that in the bottom right of that photo? Aha! 358. Got it. And that's the symbol for Baphomet there as well, I think. Right. 3, 5, 8.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Well, that's the seance table. Oh, painting, right. That was the painting in his room.
Huh.
Where's this eerie green light coming from? Does he have a green light bulb? You could do such a good seance with Alexa these days. Alexa, play my seance mix. Turn my lights green. Alexa, make it all spooky scary for me. Now this... Oh, we're back.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up.
That looks like,
Mrs. Thompson told me you were...
It's not, obviously, but it looks like the guy who played
I understand you are
Zod.
working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray.
I like his time.
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective? I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business.
I do. I have
Oh, Detective
a
Edward
printed
Carnby,
card
Decatur
that
Street,
realistically
New
should not count.
Enjoying the View
as
Cafe, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
I'm covered in blood.
It's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all?
I'm covered in blood. Are we not going to talk about that?
Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will
What
be
can I
useful.
do you for? All right, so
Now, what can I do for you?
we're using Desato as the
Why don't you tell me
hub,
where I can
maybe?
find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know.
How long's
A
that
drink,
bucket of ice been out?
Detective?
Anything brandy?
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
I disagree on that.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I disagree. This is a row that me and my
I would
girlfriend
want
have had
to go
before.
into details about his
I
condition.
like to be a bit scruffy.
Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
And I know it's because of my
But
fucking
he
the
is
chip on my
crazy.
shoulder about the
He's
upper
gone
class.
missing. Why?
But I like
Here,
the cheap stuff
try
in a lot of
this.
cases. Like one of my favorite whiskeys
Ooh,
blend
good.
is J&B.
Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake,
I'm going to say that
don't
I'm going to make
open
this
up a triple
for
sec.
Noel and my girlfriend to repeat exactly that.
Okay. What can you
She
tell
tried-
me about Jeremy?
She tried to come into this room
Well,
a couple of days ago and just
let
go,
me think.
Erdtree's
He is an
blessing to
anxious
you.
man,
Because she'd seen that
constantly
TikTok of that girl doing
worried
it to
about
her
events
boyfriend
not
who's currently
presenting
playing Elden Ring.
themselves according to his
But
model of
unfortunately for her, I've already seen it.
predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order.
And that
that
some things
some
simply
things
shouldn't
simply
be.
shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not
Not really.
I
No.
was hoping for some direction. Where
No,
to
get
go
fucked.
Next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent.
Right,
your
so the
investigation
stuff we're
is
getting in my
already
visions
underway.
is carrying
I'm gonna
through.
go.
Visions, memories,
I'm sure we'll meet
premonitions.
Looking forward.
I'm still
to
not
it.
convinced that the timeline we have
Safe
seen here
attempts.
is, as it's been presented, is the truth. Chapter 2. I'm enjoying this. Quite a bit. I think potentially it's partly... I've got a lot of time for David Harbour. I think he is maybe an abrasive dick in real life. That's based on nothing but
Detective
my gut
Crowley,
instinct.
How
But
did you... Where did you go?
I think he
I was
is.
just talking to Dr.
He's got a
Gray.
sense of humor about
You disappeared.
his career.
No, it's not what you think. Have you?
Like, he's one of those
Have you
actors who
found
knows
anything
that were it
strange
not
going
for
on
Stranger Things, he would probably never have
Everyone is
reached
being
the
incredibly
heights,
evasive, and I
the
can't
heights of the
figure out
MCU.
why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal.
This has happened a lot faster than I thought it was going to do. You know.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget
And I'm
it.
also really
I'll
interested
figure
to
it
see
out.
how this would play out from her side.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy.
Wow, he's
There's
gone off the deep end like right quick.
What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
At this point, you're like,
Yeah, of course.
take your retainer
Go
and
talk to
please
Dr.
leave.
Gray.
You're
We'll rendezvous
actively hindering my own investigation here by being a big crazy bastard. Find the astronomical clock mentioned in the
Talisman
commonplace
brought
book.
me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea.
Are you
If he can do it, so can I.
sorry?
I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Are we saying that it's not travel into sort of like a memory world or anything like that?
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be
Fine,
coming
Val
back.
from the wine cellar, fantastic. Are we saying that it's actually teleportation, or at least that he thinks it is? Key, room key number 6, and that's a key item.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me.
Jeremy Hartwood, aye. Cassandra Beauregard, sure. Ruth Talent. Which of these am I secretly? Jack Chance. Right. Give me stuff for free.
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. There's no way I can get into
I didn't.
this thing. Better leave it alone.
I'm trying to get the patient files. Right, here we go. Ah, fucking brilliant. All right. Not seen her yet. Although she... Have I? Writer's block needs to finish her moving picture script. I was thinking this the other day. It is still so funny that we call films movies just because they move. They're moving pictures. Heavy use of barbiturates. She suffers chronic back pain. Following her suicide attempt, she self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted and the desired effect is now lost, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome. Oh, makes up stories to fill out the gaps in their own thought process. Anybody else we know who could be doing that? First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction and hope it will resolve her compulsive lying. 1930. Right, here we go. Grace Summers, 11. Strict supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of Grace. What the fuck? Okay. That's the guy I saw, right? He needs some damn rest. Used to work as a lawyer. Largely a mystery, apart from the occasional clue. I guess his money is as green as the next man's. McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. Scum. No, again, we don't know anybody like that. McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Percy broke into Deserto and was found wandering the Grand Parlour. She suffered partial amnesia. Astarte Artist Colony 20 years ago. She looks to be, and even thinks she is, 33 years of age. Untrue. She retracts the story about the Artist Colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. Ruth Talent, here we go. His daughter was removed for the physical future. Her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation. The last decade, she's provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomaniac. Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She's refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to her states. She's admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse. Simply staying at Deserto should do wonders for Ruth, if not, at least for her family's reputation. I've still not dropped a fucking frame. Magic. She doesn't need to change, but with therapy I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. Okay.
It's like all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
Rorschach. When it makes you worse. I'm enjoying all this. I like a somewhat ambiguous, enigmatic three-word phrase. I think that they're really nailing it here. Right, yes, that was that, but what else was there? Broken plates.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler.
They've been
and the
sabotaged. Jeremy's
have been
episodes. How he
sabotaged.
disappears at night. Any of the pieces. Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden. Alright, we saw what that was. We just need some sort of stick, perhaps? Locked door.
Key.
No. Alright. So the question is, what the fuck am I? Puzzle piece? What? Jesus. Like the Spencer Mansion. I'm blind. I cannot see where I am here. Nor how I get out. Well. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. It's probably going to take me a while to get to know the locations. There I am, right. So I can get into the library now. Let's go. There are some sounds that are inherently scary, and the chiming of a clock is one of them. What the fuck? Ah. I'm wondering if this area, this house will eventually become haunted, a combat zone, because it feels very tight. What are you? Last Plantations of Louisiana.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana.
Small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. It's definitely how that's pronounced. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold. Pickford, as in Pickford's model, he employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and built a small plantation mansion. Small plantation mansion, fuck off, facing the lake with a strike. This is like when Taylor Swift says she grew up on a small farm. Kept up a modest production of Perique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Deserto was the source of many rumours concerning voodoo and witchcraft. Were reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17th, 1862, Captain Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain. Ships anchored in the lake. Alright, no, okay. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Tried to debate the raiders but was shot. Deserto was left in the room for several decades. Returned to the Ledoux family. Loads of squatters killed. Bad juju, bad energy. The following year, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory, reclaim surrounding woods, artist colony. All right. So potentially we've got some reincarnation going on, or pre-incarnation actually, because she would have been a child. Local hurricane. Wow, this place is just absolutely fucking cursed in every conceivable way, isn't it? Built upon the bones of the dead, load of voodoo, terrible taste in decorating, and now potential Lovecraft shit. Fucking love grapes, mate. Right. So, I got through the library. I can get back into the conservatory now, and into the small parlour. Interesting. What is you?
It's wedged shut.
Alright. It's amazing. It is amazing how simple that is. You... Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Might cause some consternation. Likely to get me thrown off the case. I do declare I'd be liable for criminal damage. Right, here we go. What the fuck? That's a very good question. Well, oh, fuck off. Debris, excellent. There will certainly be no cause for me to use this anytime soon. What the fuck? Sweet. Ah, that just gives me happy memories of Resident Evil 7. Right. Glasses back up nose. Wading through what looks like oil? Blood? What am I missing about the deep sour? Tar? That certainly was.
What happened? Everything's normal?
You're just
again?
leaving, aren't you? You're just fucking leaving. Have another drink. Have another drink. Name me one time that having a drink has ever made anything worse. You can't. I'm going into this tree at some point. It's opening up, and I don't know how, but it definitely is. I've been down here, right? At least I thought I had. Yeah. Yeah. Puzzles. Ah, it even tells you when the puzzles are solvable. That's interesting. So that's out to the garden, so I do desperately need to put that. Fuck is going on with this tree? It's warped. It's got eyes, for fuck's sake, like. He's fucking Godwin from Elden Ring. Oh, sick. Ah! Grab. Use whatever's in here.
Got it.
Well, we've got a hatchet, sick. And debris, and a bucket. Oh.
Hey.
Hey. Huh. Hey. What's all this then, huh? Right. That's me up and down. I'm really liking this. Couple of questions about this. Beast of burden. That's a monkey? That's a goat's head. Probably.
This can't be real.
He makes a good point. So I'm literally going to float this back up. Oh, turn it on. Right. What? Oh. Gotcha. That's a fucking... Those are some eyes. Is that the dog? I'm telling you, I've seen eyes in there both times. That's for the... Is that for the boilerplate, or... Okay. Oh, wait, was this the solvable puzzle, then? Yes. Alright. So... Now I can get into the boiler room again... by... Servant stairs... In through the conservatory... Alright. Give me that shotgun. Give me that shotgun. I shan't sleep well without it. Oh, he should be more like, fucking hell. Yes, that's well good. That is such a Sherlock Holmes murder weapon. Or Cluedo. Or real life, I guess. I was going to say, did Lord Lucan kill his wife with one of them? Right. Down servant stairs. I'm surprised by how many games set in... Oh, fuck. Ah, it's fine. It's in character, innit? In Louisiana and stuff. Have basements. Surely they would flood immediately. Yeah.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room.
Alright.
Stain. It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing pieces.
So no, I need to get to the wine cellar first. Why did he take so long to open that fucking door? I didn't appreciate that. Now, I think I was able to get in here before? Yes. But not here, right. Bastard. Just a quick scan with my heightened sense for any items. Holding the left bumper? Nope. What is the point of a waistcoat? I know these days it makes you look smart. Just cooler than wearing a full coat with extra pockets, maybe? No, thank you. Child. Cat. Cat. That's a cat.
What are you doing in my kitchen?
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Mr. Hartwood is
I was just
nowhere
looking
near my
for-
kitchen, and neither should you be. Don't make me
I didn't
kick you
mean
out
to-
of this house.
Sorry.
Now get out.
Right.
Comby was in shock. but also a little embarrassed. The housekeeper was furious to find
But
him
didn't feel connected to
searching
the
through
case, so he decided
and had
to...
run him out of the room.
Alright.
There was something strange
There was some strange going on. I like Smiling Friends. I don't love Smiling Friends. But the guy who does the voice of the boss, his ability to go from chirpy, happy voice to a southern drawl and make it feel relatively natural is fantastic. Reading material. Marvelous science. Books are obsolete. Ahead of the time. Ahead of the time. Nobody reads books. Right. Lottie's room. Oh, wait. Fuck. I got myself turned upside down. I also need to get into room 6. This room is down the hall. Oh, this is Lottie's room. No. No. Alright, blue rooms. Very much like Luigi's Mansion. Blue rooms. Clear.
It's wedged shut.
Aye. Aye, so it is. Dr. Gray's apartment. So if I head down to the stair hall, I can get into Perosi's room. That seems more likely than what I'm doing here, but let me just... Nope. Alright. I know there's a lot of talk these days about how scary liminal spaces of hotels are. Oh, fuck's sake. And they are. Fuck off. Oh, Christ. And they are. There's something about kind of being in that homogenized environment that is of modern hotels, which is scary, you know. Everything looks the same, all the doors look the same, there could be anything going on behind the doors. But old hotels and old hostels are 10 times fucking scarier. And I'm not even talking about I haven't seen... Oh, I have seen this, yeah. Ooh. Oh. I'm not even talking about the, like, creepy old, really old ones. Like, I stayed in one in St. Andrews up in Scotland that was absolutely terrifying, this guest house. Pitch black, everything creaked. That's the astronomical crock of shit.
This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the copy. Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces.
Well, that's progress. So this is the way through to the sitting room and the toilet.
I need the key.
So room 6 is allegedly empty, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Does the map spoil this? It certainly fucking does. This is the back way into Dr. Gray's apartment, right?
Yeah, sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high.
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked at a time like this, you understand?
You understand.
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
But just like even a cheap hotel has a sort of real sense of unease to it. When me and Nolly went to New Zealand.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
We ended up staying in a place called the Four Canoes Motel. And it was partly because we were listening to true crime stuff as we were falling asleep, which was a mistake in retrospect.
Emily's here. Emily's here. Emily's here. Emily. Emily's here.
Emily's here. Emily's here. Now, I wonder if this shadow behind her is meant to be indicative of anything. And what's this big fucking key? Wait. Oh, the key was in the menu. Fuck. I really thought I just found something. Alright. We ended up staying at this Four Canoes motel. Terrifying. Had to wedge a... For her sake, not mine. I wasn't scared. Wedge a chair under the door when we went to sleep. And then we saw racism all the way through. In the morning, this like white guy and this like Asian guy were walking down the stairs together, and they were walking so close, they seemed really, really friendly. They were like practically arm in arm, and they got to the bottom of the stairs, and the Kiwi guy, the guy from New Zealand, went, "Chinese?" And the other guy went, "No." And then they just walked off in different directions. A fountain pen. Lost children. Then later that day, we went to the hot springs. And there was apparently there's a lot of like anti-Chinese racism in New Zealand, which I didn't know about. And this Chinese family were saying imperfectly, I don't even know if they were Chinese now I think about it. I'm just taking a racist word for it. They were talking in like perfectly understandable English, asking about lockers. And this guy was like, I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak Chinese at them, the guy who worked there. And they eventually gave up and walked to the lobby. And he turned to me and Noel and went, "Fucking Chinese." I was like, Jesus. Talking perfect English. No. You just don't think about it from a... You know racism is kind of everywhere, but you always think about it in the context of where you grow up. And I just hadn't thought about even the idea that people from New Zealand would be racist. But that's me being a fucking idiot, I know that.
How eccentric.
Fuck you. If you have a bed in the middle of the room, absolutely fuck you.
I did it. I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room.
I visited the grave... What did I tell you about the word threshold? I have visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you will be feeling better when I return. I went to Southern Belle at the end there. When I return. Padlock.
These symbols. Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
Well. Is that them? No, that's... Is that Christine Doctrine? That must be the Dove of Peace. This is a very well done Crazy Person's Journal. Tarawaya. Tasman plates and sockets. Ah! Here we go. So, 2, squiggly M and H. Not that. H is, hang on. Squiggly M. No. Squiggly M? No, hang on. Let's try that then. Pair of latest shoes. Oh, fuck me.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
Get the rot all the way through, maybe? In one continuous rot loop? You can get fucked with your fucking bullshit scam buying viewers shit. Where the fuck is my mod tools? Do 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 do. Not even a follow. That's what gets me there. In and out. What a fucker. Alright. That's an oil rig. Look, behind the mold. Okay, that's where the mold begins. And we go all the way through. Ah! Okay. So, now what? Family tree.
Starting artist colony.
Oh.
I remember hearing about their disappearance.
Oh, they all just vanished? Jesus, alright. Castle Cortez Perosi. She's the one who that girl's claiming to be, right?
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason.
She is capitalized.
I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer.
And if you listen, the actress heavily leans on the capitalized there.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer.
Not for long, I will see her burned soon enough. The black gold will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Desero, and sadly no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontemarch... fuck it. May you still sail the lake until you find the shores of Harley. One, 10, 11. Okay. So, I have... Oh, seriously, fuck off if you have a bed in the middle of your room. I don't even like beds that are, you know, into the corner, but still have space behind them. Extruding into the room. It's poor use of space. I'd kill you if you do it. These aren't the symbols that were on there, were they? Maybe. Maybe. Do I need to find more of them? Aquarius, the Aquarius symbol was definitely not on here, was it? No. Nope. Alright. What is my next move here then?
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They easily turned into numbers when needed, but also acted as signatures for the members, as there were only 12 of them.
12 and 11. Yeah. I know. Thank you anyway, Crow. Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius. 1 to 11. This is taxing my not had lunch brain, I think. So I'm going to stop there for now. You do care. And you do get brownie points. Thank you so much. I don't know if I can gift you anything, but if I can, I'll have a think. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's been really fun. I'm going to come back to this later because I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm just starving to death. So I will see you later. Have a good day. And ta-ra.